everyone, astrokit here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about Jupiter in Gemini, which Jupiter enters Gemini on May 25th, 2024. It'll stay there until June 9th, 2025. So we're going to see for your sign what's going on in your life in the next year, what blessings you'll receive from this transit, and overall the vibes that Jupiter will bring into your life. Jupiter is about ease, expansion, blessings, we know, luck, fortune. This is a good vibe transit, okay? You know, Saturn switched signs recently and the nodes switched signs. There's a lot of like chaos going on, but this is like the good vibe transit that Jupiter initiates. So Jupiter and Gemini in general, just to touch on this archetype, Gemini is about outreach. It's about trying new things. It's the curious sign, learning new things, doing things on social media. It's about gadgets and technology and those things that we use on a daily basis to make our life easier. So that's kind of like a global effect Jupiter and Gemini has, is that people are invested in social media, like they already are, but there's more of a focus on using social media to do certain things. We're diving deeper into this societal shift of just being immersed in technology. It kind of reminds me of 2020 because I think that's when the North Node was in Gemini. So this is another transit where Jupiter is like a major planet being in the sign of Gemini. And in 2020, we were like, that was like TikTok, social media, we were all on our phones and stuff. Basically, what we're going to talk about in this video is the increase you will see in your life with Jupiter and Gemini. It's entering a new house in your birth chart. So whatever house it's going into, wherever you have Gemini in your birth chart, is it your first house, second house, third house, etc.? This shows you where you're experiencing this increase, this abundance, this expansion that Jupiter will bring you, and ultimately the blessings you'll receive through this transit. Mind you, it lasts a year, so it lasts from now until next June. So it's kind of like a long time, but it goes by really quick. So watch this for your tropical ascendant sign. You can watch it for your sun or moon sign as well, or all three if you're feeling lucky. And you want to see all the blessings from all those perspectives. And another surprise for you guys is that we're doing the June predictions on Patreon. So if you're curious about that, your June predictions, that's going to be linked down below. It'll be posted on Sunday, May 26th. So that's when you can expect it. And let's get into this video now. So for you Aries, what blessings are you receiving with Jupiter and Gemini? This is going to bring you a new path in your life, a new opportunity to learn something new. You want to gain a new skill. You want to dive deeper into the skills that you already have. You already know a language, for example, superficially, but now you actually take courses to learn it more proficiently. You want to learn about pottery making. You take a pottery class, learn about marketing, and this especially benefits those of you guys who are scholars, who are students. You are in school or you're in some sort of course or something like that, and you find that you have a lot of fun with that. You have an easier time with your class. You take tests and get good grades. You find the right tutors. There's this sense of ease that Jupiter creates, like we talked about in the beginning. So you feel that easiness with your schoolwork, with the pursuit of getting good grades. So this does benefit students, especially, and people who are just taking classes recreationally. And I do see for a lot of you guys with this energy in your chart that you start a new course, you want to start something new and kind of just expand your knowledge base, expand the hobbies that you have, expand your skill set. And the skill set that you have right now is going to be something that leads you to a new career path, or adding a skill will help you with your career. So if you know how to speak another language, you can do translations, you can tutor people. So that's another avenue of income for you right there. And Jupiter is going to bless you with the ability to use these skills in a way that takes you to different places. That, for example, you are into DJing, so you get opportunities to DJ at different parties. And this increases the busyness in your life overall. Since third house, you're having this transit of Jupiter going through your third house, this means that you are really active in your neighborhood, or you're active wherever you live, going on short trips, you're getting booked different places, booked and busy. Okay, this is your transit energy, Aries, and you're blessed with the ability to take advantage of these opportunities coming your way that can change your life in terms of what you do for a living, the skills that you have, and being more curious. Now, social media is a key for you during this time, during the next year or so. It is a good idea for you to post on social media. Post your passion on social media. Teach people things on social media. That is the quickest way we can see financial gains these days, is like, okay, you know how to do makeup, start doing courses online. Just start posting TikToks, get ready with me's, things like that, and you'll see that you'll have more ease with gaining followers, gaining engagement. And you, out of all the signs, I think the fire signs are feeling this the most. The whole social media theme is seeing gains through social media, not just posting and like kind of feeling disappointed or discouraged from not getting the followers or engagement you want. You guys will actually see a lot of great results from posting on social media consistently. So go ahead with that if that's your passion, if that's something you like doing, posting on Instagram, TikTok, streaming. The money's there. I just feel like the money will come to you guys if you just participate in the skills that you have and passions that you have and share it on the internet. And so something else we can see here is if you guys are moving within the next year, you have more ease with that. You're blessed with the ability to move to your ideal neighborhood, ideal destination. You guys want to live in a certain part of town and move out of a certain part of town. That's going to be a part of your life where you see the blessings of being able to move to a different neighborhood. And you're able to be in connection with new people too with this transit. And that's one of the other really important things, along with the social media piece, is like the social theme online, but also the social theme in real life. You meet new people, make new friends, new colleagues, new classmates, and these people that you form connections with will kind of form this network for you where you can see more opportunities. So you make friends with the DJ and they invite you to their DJ set, and then you start DJing. Or you make friends with someone who speaks another language and you guys do like language exchange, and they teach you their language, you teach them theirs. You teach them your own language and they teach you their own language. So this theme of exchange is so strong with third house energy, and you're able to capitalize on that with Jupiter going through your third house, and you see blessings when it comes to the people that you meet, the connections you make, having more increase and expansion with your social media platforms, and seeing great success and great results with your school life if you're a student. That's super exciting energy for you. And if you want to know more about what's happening in your life in the month of June, the June predictions will be posted on Patreon for the zodiac signs. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave the link down below. So Leo, Jupiter in Gemini brings you a lot of new beginnings when it comes to your social connections, your social network. Jupiter is going through your 11th house. And as we've talked about previously on my channel and on Tumblr too, if you guys are on there with me, 11th house is the house of gains. So this is a really great transit for you, since Jupiter is bringing you increase, expansion, and abundance. It's bringing that to everyone, but for you, it's bringing you gains when it comes to your finances, when it comes to opportunities that you have. 11th house is a really auspicious house. It's all about increase with that house, and then Jupiter is about increase. So you're seeing double time the blessings in your life. And a lot of you guys, to get more on your specific chart right now, Leo, is that these blessings are tied to income. It's tied to how you make your money. A lot of you guys are in this transitional period of finding new ways to make money, getting a new job, you're searching for employment, maybe you want an online side hustle, things like that. And you'll start to see with Jupiter and Gemini, as we get into this transit in the next months or so, you see these opportunities start to unfold for you. Suddenly you have a new way to make income online, and you get it in a sort of easy way. There's avenues for you to make money through your creative hobbies, through your creative talents. A lot of you guys are already really expressive and passionate people. So you're channeling that creativity and expression and passion into making more money for yourself. You're gonna see that there's this easiness that comes with making money in the next several months for you, where maybe if it was challenging before, you're having some blockages or shortages with income, you'll suddenly get a promotion. You'll suddenly get an opportunity to make more money at work. You get a raise, you get a really great contract, like a sponsorship, something like that. So all of these beneficial things that happen in our life where we want big gains, where we want great results, it happens with 11th house transits, which is another thing we talked about on Patreon, is about 11th house transits and what they bring you in general. That was like a whole series on my Patreon a while ago, but to bring it back to right now, so you experience increase in your social networks, your friend groups, the people that you know, and these benefactors come into your life, people that could help your life, bring you opportunities. This is a time where a celebrity comes into your life. You become a celebrity during this transit. This is all about your influence in the world. So someone's coming into your life to bring more influence to you and boost your social status, and through that you become higher in social status and your social influence grows. Now this is emphasized with this energy of Gemini and Jupiter in the 11th house is with social media. So you see this influence grow on your social media accounts. You're somebody that posts online, you post on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, whatever streaming. You can see a gain in your following count, in your engagement, the amount of people that look up to you online, your audience. You see that your audience grows throughout this transit. So it's really good for you guys if you're a social media content creator. This is your transit where you see your stuff blow up, you see your stuff go viral. And this is really strong with the fire signs, since you guys are feeling this transit with your air houses 3, 7, 11. So fire signs, out of all people, are really seeing gains in social media when it comes to this energy. So if you have like double fire signs in your big 3, this is like, take what I just said and times it times 2. Okay, so the key thread throughout this transit for you also has a lot to do with your wish fulfillment, your goals. You have major goals, you have things you want to do in your life, this vision for yourself, and you're manifesting it. So that's something you see ease with, is manifesting and getting what you want, and especially as it pertains to income and influence, and just kind of having these instances that work in your favor almost miraculously. It's like, how did I even get this opportunity? How did I end up in the room with this person? How did I get these followers? It's like kind of instantaneous and brings a lot of fortune your way in a way that is serendipitous. So you are really blessed during this transit, Leo. You're able to gain more money, see new revenue streams, promotions, have your hobby, your side hustle bring you more money. You see a lot more gains coming into your life overall, and an increase in your ability to manifest and get what you want, and also an increase in your social networks and your social connections, and having the ability to have more influence in the world, especially social influence and social media influence. That's super exciting energy for you. And if you want to know more about what's happening in your life in the month of June, the June predictions will be posted on Patreon for the zodiac sign. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave the link down below. For you Sagittarius, Jupiter in Gemini is a huge transit for you. This is your chart ruler. You are ruled by Jupiter, so it couldn't be any more potent for you. So what this means though in your daily life and the major themes you'll experience has a lot to do with your connections with other people, your social connections, and especially the partnership you have with your romantic partner, your marriage. A lot of you guys will find that during the next year or so, people propose to you. You could receive a proposal from the person that you're with right now. You are in a position to attract a marriage partner, attract a long-term relationship, and have more ease and luck with that. Jupiter is this energy that's coming in as it's shifting into your 7th house. It's like suddenly the right person for you just appears. Is this lucky or fortunate circumstance that brings your person to you? You almost didn't have to try or have to manifest this person. They just come to you and they bring you offers of love, offers of commitment. This is going to bless your relationships, and especially bless the relationship you're in right now. You have more marital harmony, marital bliss with your current spouse. You see this new chapter be opened and revealed in your current relationship that brings you guys closer together, it brings more harmony to you guys. You feel a sense of spiritual bonding with your spouse, and it becomes a really powerful union. And if you're not in that union yet, you can expect that union to manifest with this transit. Now, we got the romantic stuff out of the way, the spouse stuff, your future spouse, which I have a future spouse playlist on my channel, which is really worth watching, so you guys can check that out next after you're done with this video. So what I want to highlight for you though, Sagittarius, is your business partnerships. The 7th house has a lot to do with what we do in our professional lives, and especially those of you guys who are in positions where you are an independent contractor. Maybe you are someone who is self-employed, so you kind of rely on businesses reaching out to you to collaborate with you, or sponsorships or independent contracts, things like that. And this is the time where you see those contracts come into your life in an easier way, in an abundant way. You see blessings when it comes to the work that you get. And for a lot of you guys, this is sponsorships, this is brand deals, this is someone reaching out and being like, hey, I want to work with you professionally. Here's a lot of money, and we want to exchange it for the goods or services you have, and we really like you and we want you to be a part of our brand. And you get these opportunities like that coming your way, and people just kind of like offering you stuff, offering you contracts that are lucrative, and business deals that bring you more notoriety or status. And that is something I really want to talk to you guys about, is notoriety and status and your reputation. Now, a little hack with your chart, little hack, astrological hack here, is the 7th house is the 10th house from the 10th house. So the 7th house, oftentimes in a lot of people's charts, and what I've seen, is that it's kind of like a second 10th house. Like, it's like your midheaven sign, but in your 7th house. So it has a lot to do with reputation and how people perceive you. So I say all this to say that you're able to have an increase in your reputation during this time period. You see that you get your name out there, more people know about you in a positive way. You're able to influence people in a positive way. And that's the theme with the fire signs in general, is that they're having a lot of social influence growth, like having a lot more social influence with Jupiter and Gemini. So not just you, but Leo and Aries also feel this, and you have Leo in your chart or Aries in your chart. This is really magnified, this theme of growth in your social influence. So you're able to see a lot of production with your goals, and positive results come about because of these unions that you form and social connections that you make and these people that you meet and deals that you sign. And it's all blessed by Jupiter. This is the great part about Jupiter going through your 7th, is that it blesses the contracts that you sign and the unions that you get into. And it's a really fruitful time to socialize for you, and your social network grows in real life, but also on the internet. A lot of you guys will post more on social media or have this urge to want to establish yourself professionally as a brand, as an independent entity. Sagittarius, you're independent naturally, so it's like you get this opportunity with your chart ruler being in the 7th to establish yourself professionally and have your independence, but also networking with people to kind of put yourself in this position of social influence. That's super exciting energy for you. And if you want to know more about what's happening in your life in the month of June, the June predictions will be posted on Patreon for the Zodiac sign. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave the link down below. Taurus, let's talk about what Jupiter and Gemini is going to bring you. So this is a transit where you see a increase in your finances. You see expansion with your revenue streams, how you make money. And this is special for you since the sign of Gemini represents multiples and things that you do in a way that's not just one, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like a lot. So you see that in general, since you have your 2nd house in Gemini. You're someone who makes money in a lot of different ways. You're crafty, you're great with speech, you're great with persuasiveness. So this is emphasized and amplified with Jupiter in Gemini. And you see this expansion with ways you're able to make money. A lot of you guys will start making money online. And this could even become something for you where it's like you solely make money online. Maybe that's your goal, to do that, where you stop relying on money from like a job or working in traditional ways, but being able to have an online business, having money because you are self-employed online and working from home, and you'll see that that goal can get actualized with this energy blessing your second house. So you can see success with that, abundance with that, and be blessed financially through that. You get lucky with how you make money. You see fortunate circumstances manifest for you where it's like you get this lump sum of money, you're able to have these streams of revenue open up for you, and they start making money right away. So you see not only financial increase happen, but it happens in lucky ways or easy ways. You might not even be able to predict it right now what specific way you'll get it, but I promise you're going to get it with Jupiter and Gemini, and you'll be excited because it's like, wow, my idea just made me a lot of money. My creative project just brought me a new sponsor. So those instances of financial gains happen for you. And you could have someone come into your life that's like a sponsor, someone who wants to invest in your business, someone that wants to give you money, someone that sees you and believes in you. And they believe in you so much that they're like, hey, I'm going to pay for this for you, or I'll sponsor this for you. I'll introduce you to this person. And that ends up being a really lucrative and prosperous opportunity for you. So you see financial opportunities come your way. The money's just coming to you, okay? It's just, you're a magnet, okay? You're a magnet, Taurus, for money. And this also puts you in a place where you have more harmony with your family, people that are close to you, people that are in your immediate circle, which second house it represents. So you see that maybe someone in your family becomes like your sponsor. You have someone that is already established in your family, and they kind of bring you into their business, or they teach you business hacks, or they give you an idea for a stream of revenue. And it's all about this theme of support with second house energy. So you receive the support you need to make your goals actualize. Without a proper foundation or support base, it's hard to get things off the ground. So this is the time in your life where you receive that fundamental support that you need, where it does serve as like a support base and springboard into achieving your highest goals and your wildest dreams. You guys can visualize this two-sided coin where you want to save money. It's likely that you will be putting money into savings. You start a retirement account, you start an IRA account, something like that, where you put your money away, you tuck that away, which I feel like a lot of Taurus already have that sort of strategy with their money. But Jupiter and Gemini amplifies that even more. So you want to save money, but on the other side of that coin, you want to spend money. It creates this impulsiveness and this energy where you feel a little bit careless. Like, yeah, I'll spend XYZ dollars on that. Yeah, I'll spend 4 figures on that, or 5 figures. You feel more generous and impulsive with your money. So that's one thing to watch out for. Even though you're making a lot, gaining a lot, and you got to spend money sometimes to get money, there is a sense of carelessness with finances and how you're spending it. So be careful where you spend your money a little bit during this time and where you invest it. You want to make sure it's like of your highest interest, but you don't want to just like throw stuff away and be like, I don't care, and impulsive spending. So a lot of you guys will channel this energy into using your voice to make money, using your voice to speak up about things, since the second house rules the voice. So you want to start a podcast, and a lot of you guys will see like a lot of gains from making a podcast, or you start one and it just blows up right away, or it ends up going really well for you. Maybe you want to start a TikTok, YouTube channel. You guys have the gift of gab naturally, and you're already naturally persuasive, so it's already amplified with this energy, and you're able to use your talents of persuasion, your ability to persuade people and influence people with your voice, and you channel that into social media platforms. And through the social media platforms, that could be a way that you make more money for yourself and another stream of revenue. So the possibilities are endless for you with Jupiter and Gemini and your second house Taurus, and how you can make money and expand your resources. But throughout this transit, you can expect blessings when it comes to your material security, your bank account, them zeros in your bank account, and attracting more support to you, attracting people that want to invest in you and that believe in your dreams financially. That's super exciting energy for you. And if you want to know more about what's happening in your life in the month of June, the June predictions will be posted on Patreon for the Zodiac sign. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave the link down below. For you, Virgo, during this transit of Jupiter and Gemini, you can expect blessings to come in your life when it comes to your career, when it comes to your status in life, and achievement of your goals. This is a powerful transit for you since it's going through your 10th house and over your midheaven sign. So this puts a lot of focus for you in the material world, achieving your material goals. Where is the status that you have on paper? Where's the money at? Where's the zeros in the bank account? Where is like the physical manifestation of your goals? And this is what you're focused on manifesting, and that you find more ease with manifesting with your goals during this transit, and you're able to manifest career goals especially, and see a lot of elevation in your career. Most of you guys will have some sort of promotion, status increase, you have your own business, you become self-employed during this time, and you see a lot of success with it and a little bit more ease with it. And if that's something that's been your goal for a while, to be established independently, established as your own brand, your own entity, this has more possibility and probability of taking place during Jupiter and Gemini. And this also puts a really just great, like, how do you call it? Like, it puts a great stamp of approval on your reputation. People perceive you really well, potential employers, your audience, people that follow you. People perceive you in a positive way, and you're able to positively influence a large number of people. So since the key thread here with Jupiter and Gemini is about social media, a lot of you guys, this has to do with social media. So you are establishing yourself on your social media platforms through Instagram, through TikTok, through Twitch or streaming platforms, where maybe that's what you want to do for a career, or at least have it as a side hobby. And this has a higher chance of happening for you. You see this increase in luck with making social media your job. So content creators watching this, if you want that to be your job, if this is something that interests you, this is really what will manifest itself during Jupiter and Gemini, and you might not have to try so hard to manifest it. It might just happen kind of easily, like you accidentally go viral or something blows up on your channel or on your Instagram. It's like, wow, I didn't really try to get all these followers or engagement, but it just happens for you. And that is the blessings that Jupiter is bringing you. And it brings you those blessings in your life when it comes to like traditional jobs. Like if you have a new career avenue that you want to go down, you have a blessed path there where you're able to be employed by your ideal employer. You get the dream job that you want. You get a lot of opportunities coming your way, job offers, like someone reaching out to you and being like, I like what you do, I like your work, I like your creativity, we want to work with you. And I see a lot of emails happening, okay? Those emails coming your way, like, we want to work with you, we want to sponsor you, we want to send you our product, those sort of things, which is really exciting as someone who's like a content creator or influencer, because you can post for a long time and not see results of anything, or see brand deals, or see engagement or followers. But suddenly with Jupiter and Gemini, it's like those things start rolling in at an increased rate. And like we were talking about earlier with this, with your midheaven being involved and your desire to have material gains and see yourself elevate in the material world, this is the official like stamp of approval, and goals that you reach will kind of push you to this elevated point in a material way, in a concrete way. So seeing it with who reaches out to you and the amount of money you make, it's like, yes, finally I had these goals in my head, I knew it was going to happen, but now we got the contract signed and it's going to happen. Okay, so those exciting instances happen for you professionally, and just you have luck with employment, you have luck with finding a ideal position for you. And a lot of you guys want to go independent, do your own thing. This benefits that, or benefits your side hustle slowly growing, and seeing a lot of positive success there. So expect your influence to grow in the world, influence on social media. A lot of you guys gain more fame during this transit. You become more influential in society. People start recognizing you. Your reputation gets blessed heavily by Jupiter here. And you get the ability to elevate professionally and see professional success with this energy. That's super exciting energy for you. And if you want to know more about what's happening in your life in the month of June, the June predictions will be posted on Patreon for the zodiac sign. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave the link down below. For you Capricorn, Jupiter in Gemini brings you blessings when it comes to your health and your professional life. This is a time period where you find new employment, you obtain an employer that you really want to work with, a company you want to work for, a job you want to work at. So if you are in an environment now that you want to switch, you want to work somewhere different, you'll find luck obtaining a new place of employment. So you hear good news back from where you applied to, you get hired on the spot. These instances of luck with the hiring process happens for you. And this is also good news for you if you already work in a certain place that you like, you plan to work there for the next year or so. You gain new opportunities to advance at your place of work, to work in a leadership position. Maybe you get offered a higher amount of money, a raise, promotions are likely for many of you guys, and you see more ease in your professional life, which this is a blessing that you're having Jupiter go through your 6th house, which 6th house represents obstacles and things that bring us down and burdens. So you see in general in your life that your burdens are released, your burdens are relieved. If something has been a blockage for you, especially on the career path or path to obtaining the kind of professional success you want, Jupiter comes in and removes those blockages. So you see blessings and luck with your path to success in your professional career. And something we can emphasize here too is that this could relate to your health. So you hear good news back if you take tests, like health tests, and you're really stressed out about, hey, is something wrong with my health? Do I have a certain condition? Is the condition you currently have, how is that having an impact on your body? And this brings good news back when it comes to getting healthier, having luck with obtaining the prescription you need or the doctor that you need. A medical professional comes into your life that genuinely wants to help you, work with you, so you get blessed in the medical world if that's something that is relevant in your lifestyle. Pets are going to be a huge theme for you too. So at some point in the next year or so, you adopt a pet. You get a new pet, maybe you buy one, you get like a pedigree type of pet. Someone gifts you a pet because their pet had a litter, and the pet that comes into your life is going to be like your little soulmate, your little bestie. You get blessed with a pet. So you do become a cat mom, a dog mom, a parrot mom, a lizard mom, and the animal that you find that comes into your life is one that is really significant for you, brings you a lot of blessings in the sense of like emotional support animal. Maybe some of you guys are in a situation where you need your emotional support animal to be like approved for taking it certain places. So you get that approval, you get that paperwork that you need signed in order to have your support animal. And you'll just have like a stronger connection with animals. You'll have a gravitation towards your mental health and your stress levels, and having this animal in your life that might help you relieve that. Some of you guys already have a pet that is like that, so you're just kind of putting more energy into the relationship you have with your pets or with your animals. Maybe you work with animals or you want to work with animals, and that becomes a reality for you in the next 12 months or so. And I see for a lot of you guys in your chart that there's this sense of relief when it comes to long-standing obstacles, burdens, or even battles you've been having. So if you've been in a litigation battle or like a spouse support battle, child support type of battles that happens in the court system, then you find that the verdict works in your favor, court battles work in your favor. You overcome your enemies with this transit. So you overcome those battles that you have with enemies if you're in legal battle, even like sports, like anywhere that's like a battlefield for you that you have to like, you know, attack people, they attack you, whether it be verbally, financially. This is where you have triumph and you have major wins when it comes to those final decisions in the courtroom, on the battlefield, even on the court or the field. And Capricorn, you get more passionate about your health journey, your wellness journey. You're taking care of yourself, you're starting a new regimen. A lot of you guys are documenting your health journey on social media, on YouTube. You suddenly want to go vegan and then document your transition into veganism. You want to document your recipes online and cook on TikTok, things like that. And it's a good idea to do that since Gemini is about social media and Jupiter going through your 6th house. You want to share with the world on social media your health journey. And this will prove fruitful for you if you are a content creator and you want to make that your niche online, be a fitness influencer, food influencer, anything in that realm. And so this also benefits you too when it comes to overcoming any enemies. We kind of touched on that earlier, but if you're in this anonymical sort of dynamic with anyone, you'll be the one that comes out on top in that. And Jupiter is blessing you in the 6th house, although it's kind of a house that's kind of like stress, burdens, enemies, da, da, da. It's hard to have, this house be activated in a negative way, but Jupiter's activating it for you in a positive way. So think of all the blessings coming to your life that relate to you really coming out on top, being someone that overcomes something challenging, seeing the new opportunities come your way after you end this chapter in your life that has been challenging for you or has been stressing you out. It's like, finally, I got this relief, the verdict goes in my favor, this thing goes in my favor that I've been waiting to go in my favor, your health improves, and you experience a day-to-day life that is more free of stress than previously. That's super exciting energy for you. And if you want to know more about what's happening in your life in the month of June, the June predictions will be posted on Patreon for the zodiac sign. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave the link down below. Gemini, you are extremely blessed during this transit with the ability to be more visible in the world. This puts you in the spotlight. It makes you the star of the show since Jupiter's going through your 1st house. And this means that you're in a position to be in outreach. So you are suddenly getting more opportunities that just are being magnetized towards you. You're pulling in your desired employment, desired goals when it comes to where you want to be in life. You see that your status increases and you're more recognized in the world. This puts you in a position where you're able to gain fame, gain status, gain notoriety. Suddenly all eyes are on you and you have this positive light surrounding you. So don't be surprised if you gain more popularity during this transit. You gain more fame, especially on the internet. Your archetype that's tied to your sun, moon, and rising, it is relevant to social media. So you'll see that you'll be kind of the leader of this transit when it comes to any social trends that happen, posting stuff online, it goes viral. It's like people are looking to you for the trends. They're looking to you as a leader when it comes to the niche that you're interested in. You're a fashionista, you like fashion, you like cooking, you like podcasting, so you become a key figure in those niches online, even in real life. You're the person people look to and they're like, I want to dress more like them. I love their aesthetic. I follow X, Y, and Z, and I love their recipes. I love this podcast, and it all goes back to you and the stuff that you're creating. So this is a really creative energy that you're blessed with during this time. You get great ideas for content. You get great ideas to do different things in your life. You want to expand your horizons. And that's what Jupiter is all about, expansion. So you're expanding places that you've been, you want to travel during the next year or so, you make plans to travel, you go to different countries, you feel very optimistic, you feel energetic, you feel inspired. You're like, let me book that flight. I need more stamps in my passport. I want to go here. I want to try this. And that's like your natural nature, Gemini. You're already like that. But this is just going to expand with this energy in your 1st house. And you feel inspired by the places you travel to. So you could go to a different country and then you want to vlog it or you want to write blog posts about it. You feel the sense of divine inspiration, and Jupiter's protecting you throughout this transit. So it's like you can almost do no wrong with Jupiter going through your 1st, because you want to try something, maybe it feels like a mistake, but then it ends up being really great for you, or it works in your favor. This is the energy where it's just like, wow, like why is everything just working in my favor? Everything just works towards you having more success in the material world, whether it be emotional, social, on social media, in your professional life. You see more luck just surrounding you and being a magnet for a lot of blessings in your life. Expect to become more popular during this transit, attract a following, attract people that want to work with you, they want to employ you, they want to have you a part of their brand or their company. You can expect travel is a big one for you guys. Your self-confidence gets a boost at this point, and your self-concept improves. You feel more confident about yourself, what you look like. You want to change your aesthetic, change your hair, and you feel confident in these new decisions that you're making. It's like you can do no wrong with this energy, and you're like, here's me, I'm here, I look like this, and I don't care. Like, you just feel so carefree about yourself, and Jupiter is blessing you with a sense of confidence, especially if you struggled with insecurities, and it pushes you towards this place of self-acceptance. And because you are feeling yourself, other people are feeling you too, and you're attracting so many more eyes towards you, attention, popularity, and gaining a strong sense of status and position in the world, and gaining in social influence overall. That's super exciting energy for you. And if you want to know more about what's happening in your life in the month of June, the June predictions will be posted on Patreon for the zodiac signs. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave the link down below. So Libra, Jupiter in Gemini brings you a lot of blessings when it comes to your life goals. Whatever you've been wanting to achieve, this is the time period where you see it manifest in the material world. A lot of you guys will be gaining career accolades, even accolades in your academic life. If you're a student, pushed into this position of prominence where in your social life, in your professional life, it's likely you take on a leadership position. You take on a position of mentorship. You start mentoring people, you start teaching people things. And even if it's not formally like a formal teacher, you find that you are teaching someone that you know, you're teaching people online, you become a mentor for maybe one of your family members or someone that's younger than you. And through this position that you're in, you could find that that's what you get accolades for. That's what you get trophies and awards for. Some of you guys, if you're in a position where you need to be chosen for something, you want a certain trophy, you find that you do gain those trophies, you do gain those awards. You are awarded a certain academic status, like graduating with magna cum laude, summa cum laude, like next spring or next whenever your semester ends, you're awarded best teacher of the year, you're awarded best something in some category. So if you're going to some sort of award ceremony, if you're involved in one, if you're nominated, it is highly likely that you actually get the award, you get the accolade, you get that trophy. If you're in sports, you are likely to receive a title or some sort of title with your team, or could even just be with you by yourself. So those medals, trophies, and accolades are likely to be coming to you, Libra, in the next year or so. So consider that with whatever you do, academically, professionally, like any realm, you're getting them trophies, okay? So another thing too we can emphasize is the sense of adventure. So during this time, you are more adventurous towards your goals, you're pursuing your goals with a sense of confidence, and you are experiencing a lot more luck than average, a lot more luck than usual. This miraculous sense of things just happening for you. And that's because we're talking about the 9th house here. Jupiter is going through your 9th house. So having those moments of serendipity, having those moments where things just work out for you no matter what is blessing you during this transit. And you feel more inclined to do things that are in alignment with your purpose. And that's the auspicious energy with the 9th house, is like your sense of purpose can be seen there. So it's like you want to follow your purpose. You're not just doing something because it's what you're told to do or what's expected of you. You're doing stuff that is in divine alignment with what you feel like your purpose is. So you're like, okay, I'm going to take this opportunity because it's in alignment. I don't care if it's less money than this other one. You just have this strong sense of intuition and following your higher mind, the 9th house. So you're following this call to destiny, you're following this call to alignment, and a lot of spiritual development takes place for you. And not only are you seeing those accolades in the material world, but in the spiritual realm, you're achieving these spiritual goals that you have. You are progressing on your spiritual journey. You're ascending in consciousness and going up this energetic ladder that is involved when it comes to developing yourself spiritually. So spiritual self-development is key for you, and this could manifest for you as taking a course, going on some sort of spiritual pilgrimage, gaining a guru, mentor. We were talking about you being the mentor earlier, but it's likely you gain a mentor in your life, a spiritual teacher that gives you knowledge and wisdom and helps you on this journey and this energetic ladder and spiritual journey that helps you to be in alignment with your highest purpose in life. You're blessed with travel in your life, so you can expect to go to different countries if that's something you've been planning. You might go to more weddings. Maybe there's a wedding you're going to later this year that's out of the country. You get invited to a wedding out of the country. You get invited on trips. Your spouse invites you on a trip. You go on a vacation. Okay. You go traveling with your friends, but it's all about going somewhere different than you've been before. So you want to expand your horizons, expand where you've been. You're tired of being in the same place or the same city, but you want to go somewhere different. And it doesn't have to be out of the country, but it could be going on road trips, going to a different neighborhood, trying different food, doing something that is out of the ordinary when it comes to your normal lifestyle. And Jupiter will bless these experiences in your life, these new experiences, when you have this adventurous attitude. And he's bringing a lot more experiences that help you develop on your spiritual journey overall and that connect you with your destiny. That's super exciting energy for you. And if you want to know more about what's happening in your life in the month of June, the June predictions will be posted on Patreon for the zodiac signs. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave the link down below. So Aquarius, Jupiter is blessing you with creative projects coming into your life that will transform your life. Now, what I mean by this is that this is a time period where you want to start doing your hobbies, like your creative hobbies, and perhaps monetize it. You want to turn it into a side hustle. You want to turn it into a business. You're taking your passions really seriously, and it's going to benefit you and bring you even more blessings if you do take them seriously. So what this means is, for a lot of you guys, you could do this on social media, especially since Jupiter is going through Gemini in your 5th house. You want to start publishing your creative work online. You want a website to post your art. You want to start podcasting. You want to have a YouTube channel. And you start taking it really seriously, like not just a fluke, not just posting like, oh, I'm just playing around, guys. Like, no, seriously, this is my channel. This is my brand. This is what makes you you. It's like the essence of you that you want to put into the world is what you are cultivating and developing with Jupiter going through your 5th house. And a lot of you guys, this is creative and has to do with your thoughts, your words, your ideas, your voice. And you naturally have a really powerful voice in the world, and you're persuasive, and you got the gift of gab, okay? So using that and channeling that into some sort of platform will benefit you with Jupiter and Gemini. And the theme with 5th house energy is pregnancy. A lot of you guys are getting pregnant within the next year, or you're already pregnant right now. Maybe you're having a baby soon, later this year. Maybe you don't know it yet. Congratulations if you guys are pregnant right now. You're throwing a baby shower. Maybe you're throwing a baby shower for someone you're close to. If you're not having your own child, you're somehow involved with children in the next year, and maybe you get a niece or a nephew, someone in your family has a baby, and you have a close bond with them and have a connection with a new human in the world. Some of you guys are in professions where you work with children. You might become a nanny, you want to be a teacher, you get your credentials, and you find yourself in that arena professionally where you are working with the youth, you are working with children. And metaphorically speaking, going back to this idea of creativity, you're giving birth to a creative project. And a lot of times you ask people who are business owners, people who run companies or have like inventions and stuff like that, they feel like their company or they feel like their business is their baby. And you watching this, you might be someone who feels like that about the business that you want to start, the business that you already have. It's like, that is your child. Like, this company that you start, that's your child. So through starting that company, through starting that business, it all goes back to your creative ideas and your inventive energy, and kind of fusing your creativity and your inventiveness to put something new into the world that wasn't there before. And this will be something that influences other people, helps the world. Maybe you create a new little gadget or something and it goes viral, and you have a website, suddenly you're paid, you are, put up, you have this business for yourself that you couldn't even imagine just because you had a great idea to do so. So you're really a key figure in this transit. I'll highlight for, out of all of the signs, like Aquarius is really good to look at, because you guys are the ones that are going to put something into the world that wasn't there before and help shape the global impact of the world and have this social influence in the world that even if you can't even think of it right now, you're like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, I don't have the following, or I don't even have this platform, but the little butterfly effects that come from you will actually influence a lot more people than you could have even imagined. This leads to you gaining a bigger platform online, gaining followers. This is impacting this axis in your chart, the 5th, 11th house axis of fame, popularity, audiences, fans. So it's likely you gain more fans during this transit online, you gain more followers, you see increase in your engagement, people wanting to follow you for what you say, follow you for your ideas, for the things you invent, or whatever you're marketing, or marketing your business or this product you want to sell. You find that people want to buy into it. You get more clients. People are like, hey, I really like what you're doing. I want to work with you. I want to follow you. How can we invest in you? You experience this increase in support online, and this could be in real life too. If you have a literal business like a store, like more people coming into your store, people being a fan of you, it's like you create this sort of brand for yourself and people start following it. And you're like, wow, this is like cool. I can, do something creative, make money, and people are following me. So it works out well for you. And it's something that is going to happen for you in a lucky way, or a way that you didn't really imagine, a miraculous ways with Jupiter's energy here. And Jupiter's blessing you with this ability to influence more people and put your creative ideas in the world and gain more popularity because of that. Jupiter is bringing you the ability to broadcast your talents to the world and help you discover your talents that you already have. You focus on cultivating what your talents are, cultivating what's that true spark within you, that one thing that only you can do in a really specific way, and you feel blessed with a sense of purpose. And at first, that's not really tangible. You kind of feel it within yourself. It's more of a spiritual development journey type of thing. And then once you kind of develop that, you find that you can channel that into creating something new, creating art, creating music, doing podcasts, things like that. But it's because you're discovering what your talents are, and you have this talent of public speaking, you have the talent of singing, and it gets put on a public platform and people become fans of you due to that. So expect your influence to grow, expect your talent to grow, your creative hobbies, creative projects. It's all about your creativity with this transit for you, Aquarius. And this also manifests in a way where a lot of you guys might become parents, become pregnant in the next year, or just be pregnant with new ideas and new abilities to do certain things. That's super exciting energy for you. And if you want to know more about what's happening in your life in the month of June, the June predictions will be posted on Patreon for the Zodiac sign. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave the link down below. So for you, Cancer, this is a spiritual journey that is initiated with this transit for you. This is Jupiter going through your 12th house. So throughout this time period, about a year or so, you spend a lot of time contemplating what your destiny is, your purpose. You're on this internal journey with yourself. And it's an interesting dynamic with Jupiter going through the 12th house of isolation. So you can be in these spaces, but kind of blessed with intuitive insight, blessed with intuitive downloads. You're in this spiritual space, but not in a way that's isolated in a negative way, but like in a positive way. Like you take time for yourself, you take time to work on your mental health, spiritual rejuvenation, and it's likely you spend time and invest your money into mental health services, into getting a therapist, for example. You invest in a spa membership, you invest in getting massages and doing those things that are physical, but also kind of help your mental health as well. You can have luck with getting those services that we've been talking about in a way that might be discounted, or a way you didn't really plan but works in your favor. For example, someone recommends you to a really great therapist. Somebody gifts you with a spa membership, or free massages, or free facials, or something like that. And you find a really great facialist or esthetician. And investing in these services that improve your health and mental health, physical health, will benefit you. And you find that Jupiter brings blessings in those arenas of your life, of improving your health mentally, spiritually, and physically. Your spiritual life becomes very active where it comes to your dreams, your sleep patterns. You become invested in your dream world, writing down your dreams, seeing what your dreams reveal to you, gaining information there. And it is a part of your chart that's so activated with this transit that it brings you blessings through dreams, through downloading certain messages in your dreams. You could have dreams that tell the future for you, or give you the answers to your problems. And through being connected with your subconscious mind, you're able to see more success for yourself in the material world. But only once you connect with that invisible world and subconscious world, you're able to see the connection between that and your physical reality. Throughout this transit, you can expect to become psychic. You have these premonitions, you have these downloads, you start seeing signs, and things just kind of come to you. It's like you don't even have to research something or do a lot of heavy lifting when it comes to figuring out stuff. It's like this information comes to you in a divine way, in a lucky way, in an easy way. So if that's part of your profession, this could be a really valuable time period for you, where it's easier to connect with clients spiritually. If you're someone who's like a tarot reader, a therapist, a counselor, you find that you're so in tune spiritually and so aligned spiritually and getting these psychic, prophetic visions and epiphanies that it helps you to connect with your clients more, or connect with your audience more. Your spiritual business grows because of this Jupiter transit going through your 12th house. So not only are you a lot more intuitive and really engrossed in your spiritual journey, but this also manifests as being in foreign lands, having to go to foreign lands for some reason. You go on your dream vacation, you go to your ideal vacation that has to do with like a beach or a tropical place, since that's ruled by the 12th house, and you have like this beautiful experience there. And some of you guys could go to a wedding that's taking place on a beach or a celebration of some kind, but you feel blessed by the waters, blessed by beach visits that you have or vacations that you go. And going to the beach is such a spiritual thing, and bathing in waters that's like pure, like for example going to freshwater places that are like cenotes or lakes, and having those spiritual connections with nature is going to be key for you during these next 12 months. And you have these excursions and retreats away from society that help you develop in your spiritual journey even more. And through disconnecting from society, you see a lot of energetic development in your spiritual journey. You have luck in foreign lands overall, so maybe you have to go to foreign lands, maybe you're blessed enough to go on vacations or go to a really nice destination and not even plan it, but somehow it just happens for you. That is likely to manifest. And you are also someone who might be studying abroad. You go to foreign lands for a certain reason, or educational purpose, or spiritual pilgrimage. You feel this call to go somewhere different, to go to spiritual destinations. Maybe you visit a temple or a sacred land or sacred holy site that is something that you feel like you have to visit, or you feel destined or connected to in some way, shape, or form. This also benefits you if you guys are involved with litigation, you're involved with any legal battles. You can find that they work in your favor. The verdict goes in your favor if you're waiting for paperwork to be approved. For example, you need a visa, you need a passport, you're applying for citizenship. This Jupiter 12th house energy that you're having blesses those endeavors. So you have more success with that, success with paperwork, success with litigation battles, and things working your way, especially as it relates to like foreign paperwork. If you're especially trying to immigrate somewhere or something like that, or get a visa, you'll find that you have an easier time being approved, or kind of get lucky with getting it approved, get lucky with having those situations work in your favor. You're blessed with this element of protection throughout this transit, and you're already someone who could be naturally protected, but this is a really great transit since 12th house is about open enemies or hidden enemies especially. So it's like those people that try to harm you, or even through like litigation or enemies that you didn't see coming, Jupiter will protect you from those people, or protect you from those entities. This is a protective energy that Jupiter going through your 12th house creates, and it's really potent and will provide you with a sense of protection, especially if you go to foreign land, you do something you haven't done before, you're by yourself or isolated for some reason. You find that you're blessed and protected and have something that works in your favor that you might not even see coming. You might not even know something was going to harm you, but you find out later, like, wow, I was really lucky I got out of this situation. I was really lucky I was protected there. And that's with this transit that's going to really work in your favor with this energy. That's super exciting energy for you. And if you want to know more about what's happening in your life in the month of June, the June predictions will be posted on Patreon for the zodiac sign. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave the link down below. So Scorpio, this transit for you holds in store gaining money in unexpected ways. With Jupiter going through your 8th house, this means that you're likely to gain more income through other people. I always like to say the 8th house is the house of OPM, other people's money. So this means that your spouse is likely to gain more money maybe in their career, in their professional endeavors, and then they share it with you. Or you meet someone in a romantic sense that happens to be financially established and doesn't mind being generous with you or helping you become financially established. You can also gain money in ways that relate to the government, financial aid, unemployment, any sort of subsidies, and that money you get from the government that supports you in some way. You're likely to get that or receive that. And some of you guys could also have inheritance come your way. So someone in your family might pass away, or maybe someone in your family has something they want to pass down, and you receive that. You receive your inheritance, you receive something from a family member that's valuable, and you're able to make more money because of that, or have more prosperity because of the thing that they give you. You become involved in business with another family member. Maybe your aunt or uncle has a thriving business and you're able to work with them, or they give you a job. So you have these lucky instances where people just support you financially, or give you a job, or give you money when you don't expect it, or you've been really needing money and somebody actually gives you a loan. So you have luck with that too, in a more structured sense. If you are applying for a home, applying for a loan for a car, so you have luck with getting that home loan, getting that car loan, having your credit raise and be at a point that you want it to be. 8th house also represents debt. So some of you guys could be getting out of debt with this transit. You find that a lump sum of money that's given to you, or money that you come into during this time period, helps you pay off a debt, and then that helps your credit score rise. And this could all be in a kind of lucky way, an easy way. You didn't expect it to happen, but hey, now you can get out of debt because you were making more money, or because someone gave you money, and you're able to see more financial success through relief of debt and debt forgiveness. And this brings you luck with getting out of obstacles, getting out of any sort of contractual obligations that have been weighing you down or keeping you blocked somewhere. This energy provides this space in your life, an opportunity to like get out of things easier, remove blockages easier. Like you've been in some sort of contract that's not working in your favor. Suddenly you're able to get out of that contract during this time. You've been in debt to someone. Suddenly you're able to get out of debt with someone. And those 8th house sort of instances that represent constriction, challenges, blockages, delays, Jupiter is bringing blessings into your life and bringing you to a point where you're able to get out of those situations in a lucky manner. And it's like, finally, I'm free of this. Finally, I'm free of this person, this relationship, this contract, this debt, etc. So that's coming into your life at some point if some of you guys are already in that sort of situation. You'll be involved in business partnerships, business alliances. This brings you into a position where you attract more business into your life, like you need more clients, you need sponsors, you want someone to help you with business, you need a business partner. This is a time period where you meet people that help you financially. So it could be through your romantic life, through spouse and stuff like that, but also in the business world, this benefits you. So it brings more sponsors and people that actually want to help you, and you can enter contracts during this point that are really helpful to your business. Really helpful if you're self-employed, you're looking for work, you're an independent contractor, so it blesses those sort of contracts, those business contracts, business deals, and you get kind of lucky there when it comes to business alliances. This occult theme is present with the 8th house, so you find that that's something you start putting more energy into, even spending money on and investing in, is occult knowledge. Gaining occult knowledge, you want to take a course that has to do with some sort of occult topic. You start researching different information as it pertains to something that interests you in the spiritual world. You get really into tarot and going into the history of how the archetypes in the tarot are made. You go into Vedic astrology and start researching that really deeply. Getting luck and ease when it comes to gaining spiritual knowledge, having more spiritual insight, and you could honestly just download it out of nowhere. Like, you could learn more about astrology or Vedic astrology or tarot or something along those lines, and you didn't have to pick up a book or have a course or have a teacher. It's like you just kind of intuitively are privy to certain information, and it's kind of revealed to you. So it could be revealed to you through psychic downloads or dreams or something like that, but your psychic awareness is increased with this energy, and your psychic knowledge is amplified with Jupiter going through your 8th. Some of you guys even gain a spiritual teacher, spiritual healer. You start looking into certain services related to spirituality, like I'm thinking of like someone who does like crystal healing, someone who does Reiki healing, someone who reads your cards, someone who helps you with energy management, managing the energy points in your body, and spending money on things like that, spending money on getting a Reiki healing session or past life regression session, and you start taking it really seriously and investing your time into these spiritual services that exist. And some of you guys might even be participating in that yourself, or you might make that into a business for yourself. That is a skill or talent you might have, is spiritual healing, counseling. Maybe you do energy work, things like that, and you make that into a business and have more luck with that and have a lot more clients come your way without really having to put too much effort with this energy working in your favor. And this all ultimately leads to your own spiritual transformation, your own self-development journey, your spiritual journey, and you see positive transformation happen in your life with this energy, positive spiritual transformation. Like we were talking about, it's like you get these downloads, you experience healing, you go to counseling, and all of this spiritual energy within you is starting to unfold and align with your destiny or align with your purpose, and you're able to gain more knowledge and information that prompts you to be a new version of yourself. That's super exciting energy for you. And if you want to know more about what's happening in your life in the month of June, the June predictions will be posted on Patreon for the Zodiac sign. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave the link down below. For you Pisces, Jupiter in Gemini is going through your 4th house, and this means that you're spending more time with family. Your family life is emphasized, and connecting with your siblings, with your mother, especially with your grandmother. For you, this is a really important transit since Jupiter rules your chart. So this means the planet that rules you going to your 4th house, you're really saturated in this 4th house energy. And this leads you to delve deep into your family history, doing your ancestry, spending a lot of time on that during the summer months and in the fall. And you find that you might even uncover like family secrets, family wisdom, family knowledge that you didn't know. You find that you have a certain ancestor you didn't know you had, like you're related to a famous person or someone who has a lot of influence in the world, someone who had influence in world history. So you could be going into projects with that ancestry topic. And also we can see here is that your energy, your time is going to be spent a lot at home. A lot of you guys might be transitioning to working from home, having a job where you can work from your house most of the time. You feel like you want to switch from the workforce into working at home. Maybe you feel more comfortable there. You're like, I'm tired of working. I want to work in my house. And you can find luck with that. So having a work from home job might not be the easiest thing to obtain a lot of the time, but out of all the zodiac signs, you can have more ease and fortune with kind of finding a job that does align with you, that does want to hire you. You're able to earn money without leaving the house, which is always ideal, especially in today's society. It's getting more into social media and like being online. Everything's online now. So you are really experiencing that, like the brunt of that in this transit of how you can make money from home, have an online business. A lot of you guys might already have an idea for a business and you want to start it, and this Jupiter transit does benefit you to start that, or start working from your house, start a side hustle that will eventually grow into this business that can have you in a position where you can leave your house when you want. You don't have to necessarily leave your house to make money or leave your house to go to a 9-to-5. So you're on that sort of journey with this energy, and it does support that, and you find luck with that at some point on that journey. Now, we can also emphasize that this is blessing you when it comes to a home search or moving apartments, moving to a different state or a neighborhood. Just moving in general is something you could be doing during the next year or so, and you find luck with finding the ideal place you want to live, finding a place that just checks off all your boxes of your standard list when it comes to living in a certain environment, and you find luck with that. You're like, wow, I found my perfect apartment. I found my perfect home I want to live in. And this extends to vehicles as well. And for a lot of you guys, you're getting a new car. A lot of you guys are getting your ideal vehicle, or getting your vehicle that you have now, like renovating it somehow. Is that the word for cars? I don't know. Renovating your house, renovating your car. And so through those renovations, you find that it transforms your living space in a positive way if you're renovating your house. And then if you're like upgrading your car, you're manifesting your dream car, and it's likely you'll get it with this energy, since 4th house represents vehicles. That's why I'm talking about vehicles right now. It's like you get blessed with a vehicle that you really want. And this could even be scooters or motorcycles. If you guys are into that, you want to buy one, it's likely you acquire one, you buy one. Maybe someone gives you their old scooter, their bike. Maybe someone gives you a car. Like that is like the ultimate manifestation of this transit is getting a car in a lucky sort of way. So someone gives it to you as a gift. Maybe your family gives you something. Maybe your family gives you one for Christmas or for like graduation or something like that. So expect to have more luck and ease with home related endeavors, searching for a home. If you're not moving, then you are improving your home space in some way, improving your environment. A lot of you guys are going to be spending more time at home for some reason, and for that you want to have a comfortable environment. So you get a new bed, new mattress, you get a couch, bean bags, things that make your home more comfortable. And you could be even redecorating your space. You have a new aesthetic, you have a Pinterest board, and you see it come to reality. Your ideal space starts to manifest, your ideal room aesthetic, your ideal furniture design aesthetic, placement. It all kind of falls into line with this energy blessing your 4th house. This also blesses you financially when it comes to saving money towards a big financial goal. So we've been talking about home, apartment, car. Those are all like big financial goals. So you find more luck with saving money towards a down payment, saving money towards a car, and having that ability to maybe even buy something in full by the end of this transit. Buy something like buy a car with a really big down payment. So you kind of get lucky there, and you're really focused on achieving that goal of wanting to pay for something, but really having to save money for it. So you're kind of in this saving type of energy, but in a way that helps you in the long term. This promotes a harmonious connection with your mother and your grandmother as well. The feminine figures in your family can come into prominence now. Throughout this transit, you feel more connected with them. You reach out to your mom, you reach out to your grandmother, reach out to these feminine figures in your life and establish a stronger connection with them. And like we were talking about, you might be on this ancestry journey at some point. And through that ancestry journey, you connect with one of your family members and have a deeper connection with them that helps develop you when it comes to your perception of yourself and the perception of the lineage that you come from. And overall, Pisces, energetically, you could just feel more happy and at peace with this transit. And I'll emphasize for you, since Saturn's going through your first house right now, if you're Pisces rising, Saturn going through your first house, not easy, stressful. But then Jupiter goes into your fourth house of happiness and comfort. And so you feel a little bit of ease and a little bit more happiness and comfort and sense of relief and faith with Jupiter going through your fourth, even though Saturn's going through your first right now. So with this chart configuration, you start to see possibilities manifest for you, your faith is increased. And even though things might be stressful and things are going on, there's problems to be solved and such, you still have that sense of faith and happiness, and Jupiter is blessing you with that feeling with it going into your fourth house. That's super exciting energy for you. And if you want to know more about what's happening in your life in the month of June, the June predictions will be posted on Patreon for the zodiac sign. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave the link down below.